Hey, this is Les from Power Up Training. Today's question is, how do you save a presentation as a PDF file? We'll do a quick run through of how to do a simple save, and then we go into some more complex choices, including different types of layouts and how to reduce the file to fit into your email. If you want to jump to a specific section, go ahead and take a look at our chapters down below. Otherwise, let's go power up. With the PowerPoint presentation open, go to File on the ribbon menu and choose Save a Copy. Note, if you're using an older PowerPoint 2013, you need to choose Save As and select a folder. Everything else in this tutorial will be exactly the same. Then click the down arrow next to the file type and extension. The default is PowerPoint presentation. Choose the file type PDF. By default, PowerPoint will use the same file name, but with a different extension of .pdf, so your original presentation file is not harmed. In this tutorial, I will be saving multiple versions, so I'll give this a file name, but you could just click on Save. Let me go to my file system, double-click on the file, which will then open up the PDF document in my default PDF viewer, which for me is Nitro Pro, but you may have other software to view your PDFs. My PDF viewer tool lets me show a grid of each page as PowerPoint turned each slide into a page, which I'm scrolling through. One slide, one PDF page. So, if we want to display more slides per PDF page, we need to go to the Options dialog box. Do the same steps, but before you save, you need to select More Options and then Options again. So I'll go to the File menu on the ribbon. I'll select Save a Copy. I'll change the file name for our tutorial purposes, and this time I will select More Options, which is a small and out-of-the-way dialog choice. And then again, I need to select Options a second time. Yes, you have 2 clicks to get to this option menu. Okay, remember, our goal was to have more slides per PDF page, but you can't do it by default. The slides per page chooser is grayed out. The fix is to change what we're publishing from slides to handout. Now we can choose the number of slides per page. Look at the extra tiny thumbnail representation on the side change when I change the count per page. Plus, there's a subtle option, Order, to have the number of slides go left to right or top to down with the options of horizontal or vertical. When done, click on OK and save. I will switch to my PDF viewer, and we can now see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slides per each PDF page. This was not a long presentation, so there's only now 2 PDF pages with 6 slides per page. Let's go back to look at several more key option choices. Under Publish What, we've already seen the 2 choices of slides with 1 slide per page and handouts with multiple slides per page. You can also choose to have your speaker notes pages turned into PDFs and also the outline. Both choices are not as useful unless you need to share them to someone who does not own PowerPoint. The only other important item is the range selection. By default, PowerPoint saves every slide into a single PDF file. But you may only want 1 page or just several pages. So the choices beyond all is current slide, which is the slide that you have selected before you started the save process, or the selection if you have multiple slides selected in, say, the slide sorter view. And lastly, full control is the selected slides that chooses the first and the last slide you want to include. And if none of those choices work for you, the trick is to save a duplicate presentation file and delete out the slide you don't want in the duplicated presentation before saving as a PDF. One great reason to use Save as PDF is to reduce the file size. If your PowerPoint has lots of images, including photos, then the file save size of the native presentation can balloon to gigantic sizes that exceed your email attachment limits. A great solution is to save the file as a PDF which may reduce the file size by up to a whopping 90%. Another tip is that when saving the PDF, you can get a much smaller size reduction by using the minimum size choice when saving the PDF, but it's just slightly smaller. But here is a bonus trick if you're using photos. You're going to want to use the PowerPoint's native ability to reduce and compress photos, which are typically the real issue with bloated PowerPoint files, by selecting the photo, selecting Picture Format menu on the ribbon, use Compress Pictures, make sure to turn off Apply Only to this picture so that it will apply the same setting to all photos in the presentation. 5, select a smaller size. I find the web choice is a great compromise that does not degrade the photo quality noticeably. And if it's still too big, go back and choose email. Finally, save it as a PDF. So PowerPoint can save your presentation as a PDF, but there are many things it cannot do, such as encryption, adding layers and bookmarks, and even doing redact actions to be able to take pieces out of your presentation when saving as a PDF. For those, you're going to need a full-blown tool as listed down below, and some simple things could be used in Word. With that, you've now seen how to save your presentations as a PDF. If this was helpful, do subscribe to our channel. Subscriptions make a great deal of importance to me to create more presentations for you. If you liked it, go ahead and share it and like the video itself. Leave comments below, and if you got ideas for other training videos, leave them there also. And if you want to learn everything about PowerPoint, visit us at our website of power-up.training, where you'll find free videos on all aspects of PowerPoint. Until the next time, go power up.